إن الحمد لله نحمده نستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله صلى الله وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منها رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا رحيما. إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. O mankind, be thoughtful to your Lord who created you from a single person, and from him he created his wife, and from them both he created many men and women. And fear Allah, through whom you demand your mental right, your natural right, and do not cut the relations of kindship. Surely Allah is an all-watcher over you. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. O you who believe, keep your duty to Allah, fear Him, and always speak the truth. He will direct you to do the righteous good deeds and will forgive your sin. And whoever obey Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he has indeed achieved a great achievement. Amma ba'd. Dear brothers and sisters, one of the words for love in Arabic language is mahabba. The root of this word is from three letters. Ha, ba, and ba. Hub, or hab. The word habba, which means grain, seed, is also the root of it, the same as the three letters, which is ha, ba, and ba. Hab, right? In Arabic language, there is always relationship between the multiple desire forms of words. There is a relationship between seed, habba, and love, mahabba. It's fact that the habba of mahabba, or the seed of love for Allah Azza wa Jal, has been planted in the heart of every human being. وَإِذْ أَخَذَ رَبُّكَ مِنْ بَنِي آدَمَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ وَأَشْهَدَهُمْ عَلَى أَنفُسِهِمْ أَلَسْتُ بِرَبِّكُمْ قَالُوا بَلَى شَهِدْنَا أَنْ تَقُولُوا يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ إِنَّا كُنَّا عَنْ هَذَا غَافِلِينَ. So in our primordial state, before our earthly existence, Allah planted the seed of His love when He created all human souls and took the word on them from them by asking them, Alastu bi Rabbikum? Am I not your Lord? To which we all replied, Bala, we testify that indeed you are. And they got two things at the moment. Firstly, they got the blessing, the barakah of knowledge, the ilm. And they understood what Allah Azza wa Jal asked them. And secondly, they got the seed of mahabbah, the seed of love, that was planted in the heart of every human being. Mahabbah or love is part of every human. We all love. The qalb, the spiritual heart of yours, contains the seed of love. Every human being falls in love. We all fall in love. Every human being has love for something or for someone. Every human being attracted towards something. It is being a human to love. Allah Azza wa Jal designed us that way, so that we would use this human attribute of love to love Allah Azza wa Jal. The goodness, the light, or the darkness and the injustice, we could love either way. In loving, worshipping Allah or others, just if we can be any more normal than understanding the message and love Allah Azza wa Jal, we could be like any room. It could be dark and it could be light. There is no other ways. There is no heart except either will have nur, the light of Allah Azza wa Jal, the love of Allah Azza wa Jal, or it will have and gather the darkness. When we realize that human beings were made to love and that our hearts must love, then why not we use that love to love Allah Azza wa Jal? The Creator. He created us, He loved us, and He planted the seed to love Him in our hearts. So why don't we love Him? We always see in this life that love drives everything. If a person has love for this world, then he will work so hard for it. Everything he does will be based on that love, on the desire for this dunya. Similarly, Allah Azza wa Jal, when He gives us that love, He gives us the action also to move everything around us according to that love. And if you love Allah Azza wa Jal, all your actions will be following that love. Because the Deen of Islam teach us to make Allah Azza wa Jal the center of our life. So it only makes sense that we should make Allah Azza wa Jal our true beloved. The more and more we increase that love, the more and more we understand the reason why Allah Azza wa Jal created us. The more and more we have that love, they say feed and seed, right? The more and more we feed that seed, the more and more our faith grow. And the more and more we react regarding to that faith. which is the Iman. The true Iman is the love of Allah Azza wa Jal. Those who have a strong faith, Iman, they love Allah Azza wa Jal the most. As Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe, loves Allah Azza wa Jal the most. Without the love for Allah Azza wa Jal, our Iman is going to remain weak. Just like Allah Azza wa Jal give us life to the soul, sending rain, Allah Azza wa Jal will send rain for all the souls. And when the rain comes, life comes. And Allah Azza wa Jal will send rain to your heart. If you really have the mahabba, the seed of mahabba in your heart. Our life technically like a radio. If you have weakly power in that radio, or you did not really narrow the signal to the correct spot, you will always be confused. And you will never catch that signal. And you will never understand what they are talking about. It's the same way. When we understand Allah Azza wa Jal ways, Allah Azza wa Jal irada, and Allah Azza wa Jal love, that signal will not be whoosh whoosh no more. It will be straight. And you will get the rain to your heart. And you will understand that faith. Allah Azza wa Jal in Surah Al-Baqarah said, Allahu waliyu alladhina amanu yukhrijuhum min al-dhulumati ila al-nur. Allah is the friend of those who believe and leads them out of the darkness into the light. They found the way to narrow their radio to the correct station, and when they understood that, Allah Azza wa Jal will guide us from the darkness to the nur. So we will be all in light, inshaAllah. The truth that when we love something, we are always thinking about what we love. Is it impossible to be in love with something and not thinking about it? It's impossible. You cannot love your kids and not thinking about them all the time. You cannot have love. Let's ask the newly wed people. If they're in love with each other, he will be at work and he will remember when I'm gonna go home. She will be at work and she will say, when I'm gonna see my husband. They're in love. So when you're in love with something truly, it's impossible that you cannot think about it. It is a reliable test for our true love to Allah Azza wa Jal. If we love Allah Azza wa Jal that much, do we really think of Allah Azza wa Jal that much? Do we remember Allah Azza wa Jal? فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. Remember me, I will remember you. So what does the person get if he or she takes that long into the ocean of love of Allah Azza wa Jal? According to the Hadith Qudsi, أنا عند ظن عبدي بي فليظن عبدي بي ما يشاء. I am as my servant expects me to be. I am with him when he makes mention of me. If he makes mention of me to himself, I make mention of him to myself. And if he make mention of me in an assembly, I make mention of him in an assembly better than it. Allah Azza wa Jal generous. You think you're gonna do something for Allah Azza wa Jal and Allah Azza wa Jal will let you down? Just let you give Allah Azza wa Jal, I did this for Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah Azza wa Jal won't let you down. Allah Azza wa Jal, generous, will reward you more and more and more for that, and will give you more. And according to the hadith, if you walk to Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah Azza wa Jal will run to you. If he comes to me walking, I go to him running. And Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. Look, the friend of Allah shall have no fear, nor shall they grieve. Jalla Jalalullah. The question is, do we feel this deep love of Allah Azza wa Jal in our hearts? Do we ask Him for His love? Most probably an honest reply will be, we don't. If we can examine ourselves honestly and know what we love, then we have taken a major step forward. If we find that what we do love in Allah is Allah Azza wa Jal, then we are pleased with the great gift for which all praise, and we have the opportunity to seek change what in our hearts. If you ask yourself, do I love Allah Azza wa Jal the most? And the answer was not that. It was, I love my Mercedes more. I love my garden more. Everybody have desire. Everybody have love. Then it is actually a great opportunity to correct that and to remember that Allah Azza wa Jal granted you with this, and really figure out how to narrow the radio station again to the correct signal. And if we really do, those who have only tasted the pleasure of this word, love, they know what is the love of Allah Azza wa Jal mean. Those who don't, may Allah Azza wa Jal give it to them and give it to all of us. Because if you have that real love, you won't look at any other desire on this earth. You will do everything around you just to be around that earth. And Allah Azza wa Jal will reward you after that and say, وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. In Surah Al-Hadid. He is with you wherever you are. Do we need something more than that? Allah Azza wa Jal is with you wherever you may be. At the masjid, home, workplace, anywhere else, whether you remember Him or not, whether you mindful of Him or not, whether you worship Him or not, He is with you even when you are sinning against Him. just waiting for you to turn to Him and say, Allahumma inni as'aluka at-tawbah. وَإِذَا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان. Allah Azza wa Jal in Surah Al-Baqarah said, and when my servant asks you about me, say that I am near. I respond to the call of the one who calls whenever he calls me. And Allah Azza wa Jal says, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. So remember me, and I will remember you. That's also in Surah Al-Baqarah. So, remembrance is the way of intimacy with Allah Azza wa Jal. Brothers and sisters, Allah did not create us to send us to hell. He created us to be internally happy and to live in Jannah. We all forget about that. Allah Azza wa Jal is closer to us than ourselves. The relationship of love between us and Allah Azza wa Jal, between us and others, and between us and all creation is essential to reacting our full potential of human beings, which is the first seed Allah Azza wa Jal give it to you. Alastu bi Rabbikum. Allah Azza wa Jal give us the love of Him. And to love Him, we need to love everything He loves. And we need to love the beloved one to Him, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Sayyidi Rasulullah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور العزيز.